Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to speak to you this morning. My name is Rebecca Jasso Aguilar. I am a resident of Albuquerque and a PNM customer. I am here today to speak against the merger of PNM with Avangrid Iberdrola. I have a PhD in sociology, and as part of my research, I have studied privatization processes in Latin America. This is how I came to know the ways in which Iberdrola penetrated Latin American markets and its disastrous consequences for consumers. Iberdrola's bad reputation does not stem only from its performance in Maine. The company has an international reputation of inappropriate, unethical behavior and mistreatment of customers in pursuit of greedy profits. The conflict of interest exposed in Iberdrola's case in New Mexico is a modus operandi of this company throughout the world. In Mexico, the company cultivated close relations with President Felipe Calderón and his Secretary of Energy in order to obtain advantageous contracts that otherwise they would have not been able to obtain. The conflict of interest was exposed when it was revealed that both ex-President Calderón and the ex-Secretary of Energy were later employed by Iberdrola in a shameless example of revolving door. Iberdrola was expelled from Guatemala in 2008 and from Bolivia in 2012. In both cases, the reasons were the same: poor quality of the electrical supply, making the rates more expensive, and not guaranteeing access to the most disadvantaged sectors of the population. In Brazil, Iberdrola controls more than 70% of the electrical energy in the country. Since the arrival of this company and the privatization of electrical energy, the rate of electricity in Brazil has increased by almost 400%, which has made it the fifth country in the world with the most expensive electricity. Furthermore, in the projects in which Iberdrola has been involved in Brazil, its subsidiaries have been accused of bribing the police and carrying out acts of violence against the populations that oppose those projects. Latin America is the most profitable region for Iberdrola. Although it accounts for less than 10% of the corporation's costs, it provides almost 25% of the total profit. I assure you that this has not been achieved by providing the best service and the most fair treatment to Latin American consumers. We would not want New Mexicans to be subjected to these practices. Finally, for all the talk about the high ethical standards of Avangrid Iberdrola that we have heard today from supporters of the merger, let us not forget that as we speak, there is a criminal investigation in Spain that is looking into potential criminal activities connected to Iberdrola. I respectfully urge this commission to abandon this merger. Consider instead the possibility of a public company owned by the people of New Mexico. Thank you very much, commissioners, for the opportunity to speak to you today.